What's up, everybody? Welcome to True Stories We Made Up. I'm your host, Colton Tisdall, and next to me is my co-host, Dante Onabeni.
Hello, guys.
This is a podcast where Dante thinks he knows everything, but I'm here to prove him wrong. Do you think that's an accurate assessment, Dante?
No.
All right, let's just get on to it then. Fuck you. So, we should start off with the biggest news that happened last week. Super Bowl.
Yes.
Kansas City came back in the fourth. Do you know what the score was? It was like, 20 to 10?
24 to 10, I'm pretty sure.
24 to 10, and they came back. It was like 24 unanswered points. Kansas City came back in the fourth. What do you think of Patrick Mahomes?
Don't ever count him out per usual. He's best quarterback in the league, in my opinion. I wouldn't want anyone else.
You know, the biggest story, I thought, was his cringy-ass little brother.
Yeah, Jackson.
His brother is the grossest human being ever. He's so cringy. Here, I'll pull... Did you see the video I sent of his TikToks? Oh, my God. They're so gross.
Yeah, I looked...
it deleted it. They deleted it.
I looked him up on TikTok because I was like curious if it was like
You're a
as
TikToker?
a joke. Yeah.
You enjoy TikTok?
And he has a sweatshirt that says Jackson from TikTok.
God, he's so gross.
Yeah, it's pretty cringy.
He's really cringy.
Yeah,
but
his
actually,
Pat Mahomes. So
Patrick Mahomes is kind of cringy too. The dude can't dance. He can dance about as much as I can dance.
Well, when you're that good at football, does it really matter if you
He's
can dance or
very
not?
light skinned. He's super light skinned. Did
And-
you see him at the Post Malone concert?
No, I didn't. No, I did not. I wasn't there, so.
No, there's videos of him
No,
walking
I have
out,
not.
and he's just doing all these like dance moves, and he looks like us on like a Saturday night, you know, where he just looks ridiculous.
Just me, I got the moves.
Any other big standouts for you? Anything else in the Super Bowl that made you go, God damn?
I think Damian Williams, pretty sure that's his name, the running back for the...
Yeah, do you think he should have gotten Super Bowl MVP over Patrick?
I do, because he gave them, like, he ran super well and, like, made it an actual threat compared to, like, not doing that all season. So, which always helps Mahomes be better. So, I don't know. I mean, Mahomes also was accounted for 2 or 3, or...
He ran in that first touchdown.
Yeah. I mean, it's really up in the air, but I think he got snubbed of the MVP, but that's just my
Really?
opinion.
I don't know, man. I feel like that team doesn't win without Patrick Mahomes, especially in the fourth.
Yeah, but I mean...
The guy throwing balls is Patrick Mahomes.
The running back had 2 touchdowns.
It was like third down, and who'd he throw that like 60-yard dime to with like 4 minutes left to seal the game?
I don't remember that.
I remember the play. I don't remember the player. Jimmy G shitting the bed.
Yeah,
you care at all?
No, I mean, my assessment all season was that he's not a very good quarterback.
Really?
He's pretty much average at best, in my opinion.
It was kind of like the Patriots were still in the Super Bowl.
Well,
because he's kind of an ex-Patriot, and he's who Bill Belichick wanted, so it really felt good to see another Patriot go down. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, and I mean, Mahomes, I feel like, is just a likable guy, so you kind of just have to root for him. Not have to, but...
Yeah. How many Super Bowls do you think Mahomes will get by the end of his career? Do you think he's going to have 6 like Brady or 1 like Rodgers?
I don't know. At this pace, I think...
Yeah, he's only 24?
Yeah, I think so. So, I don't know. He's definitely going in for... I think he'll have a couple more at least, but... People
It's
are saying
crazy to
not
me.
so much because, like, obviously when he is due for a new contract, it's going to be huge, which will make his...
It makes his team shittier.
Yeah, so, I mean, we'll see if he wants the money or rings, I guess.
He has right now the same amount of Super Bowl MVPs and Super Bowls as Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And Drew Brees. And he's one away, and Russell Wilson, and he's one away from being the same amount as Peyton Manning and Eli Manning.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty crazy?
That is pretty crazy.
And he's 24, and he's like already catching up, accomplishment-wise, with the all-time greats.
Yeah, and we picked Mitch Trubisky over him. Yeah, it's tough. That's tough.
Do you think Mitch is going to come back next year? Do we even care?
Yeah, he had surgery, so...
Yeah,
that
we
means that
can
he's
blame
gonna
his shitty season on his torn labrum.
Yep, so he's going to be the best quarterback in the league next season. So, confirmed.
Are you going to watch the XFL? Do you miss football enough to watch it?
Yeah, it definitely will be.
Really?
At least
I remember we watched one game last year.
Oh no, the AFL.
Oh, that's right, the AFL.
It was not nearly as fun not knowing any of the players.
It wasn't. You guys were all picking teams. You're like, I'm riding with this team, good or bad.
Go Arizona Hotshots. Still my team.
Name one person on the Arizona Hotshots.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, not a team anymore, so technically.
They're not a team anymore,
yeah,
you're
AFL
right.
is...
Did any of the players transition over to the XFL?
I don't know. I assume, but beats me.
You never know. What was the average, do you know off the top of your head, the average salary of the AFL?
No.
No, I can't assume it's more than a G League player.
Yeah, I'm going to look it up.
Yeah?
So I'm actually curious.
I'd like to know also. And I guess we could put in there XFL. Because...
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Let's see.
I feel like that's where a lot of whitewater players would...
55,000. That's... I mean...
That's bad.
Yeah, but I guess...
To put your body on the line like that for 50.
Yeah, but a lot of those guys are playing to get an NFL chance where they're going to make millions.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you want to just get out there.
It's more of an investment, I guess.
Also, speaking of players trying to get their name out there, did you watch the Bulls last night?
No, I did not.
They got...
a new guy?
Just completely mollywopped by the Pelicans, and the only bright spot was this new guy who came up. I forget his name. It's Natowo or something.
Yeah, something I really couldn't pronounce.
He scored 16 points in 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. It's the most points scored in the least amount of time since 1982.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, he set a record, an NBA record.
That's so. Well, hey, I did see on Twitter that he was new and played well, but I did not see that.
And you know what the worst part is? Jim Boylan's just not going to play him.
Yep.
He's going to set some records, get hot, and Jim Boylan's just going to cool his ass off.
Him and Kobe White are just going to be benchmates together.
It's so annoying. With this many people hurt, just throw Kobe White in the starting lineup at this point.
Especially when
it's his team. Give him the keys.
Yeah, we're still fighting for a playoff spot. So.
Yeah, we're only 3 games out.
Yep. I did see...
to get swept in the first round by whoever it is.
Well, and honestly, kind of don't want us to make the playoffs because if we make the playoffs, then the front office will be like, well, we're doing something right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I've heard a lot of rumors on Twitter, so 50-50 chance of it being real or not, but one being Garpax gone at the end of the season.
I hope so. Please, God. Do you know how... We'd have to throw a party. We'd actually have to throw a party. Yep. It's been years of torture. And I tweeted just the other day, fire Boylan and fire Garpax.
Mm-hmm. It was trending on Twitter a couple days ago.
Did you see the billboard?
Yep.
Barstool Chicago paid for a billboard.
And then the other rumor I saw was Laurie's out.
He wants out.
Yep.
Yeah. Unless they change his role in the offense.
Yeah.
Which because it's Jim Boylan's fault. Yeah. Jim Boylan. See, this is the thing that pisses me off because there's a couple coaches who do this. Everybody who's a descendant of that Greg Popovich Spurs system comes to other teams and fucks everything up. Greg Popovich's system is old, it's archaic, and it does not work anymore. And it only worked because they had Tim fucking Duncan on their team.
Yeah.
Your system can be shit when you have the greatest power forward ever on your team.
Yeah.
It starts to look really good.
But one of the best point guards.
Yeah. When you have that big three and a consistent coach with a game plan that's not awful, but in this league today, Jim Boylan is trying to be Greg Popovich, and he's fucking everyone up.
As a 7-footer, why are you spending most of your time on the three-point arc?
And you can play like Dirk, but Dirk still got in the paint.
Yeah.
Laurie, his average shot is 18 feet out.
Mm-hmm. I saw, I didn't watch the game at all, so again.
I did, I watched.
Well, it was Rockets against the Lakers, and Rockets have no top
Yeah,
people.
their average height's 6'7" or something?
And apparently Anthony Davis just wasn't abusing the paint, which is
just back up.
Yeah.
Get
turn
40,
around.
yeah.
Because there was a clip of Giannis. They were playing the Sixers.
He got 36 and 20.
Yeah, Ben Simmons was guarding him, backed him up, turned around, and just dunked on him. Anthony Davis, you could do that every time you have PJ Tucker on you.
Yeah, the state of the East is sad because those are where all my favorite teams are. It really sucks.
Yeah, not fun to watch.
No, it's not fun to watch
also,
at all.
Although I will say, I feel like the Timberwolves are going to be good.
D'Lo and Cat.
This is best friends off the court. So
I don't feel bad for the Golden State Warriors. I never will. But they got D'Lo to trade him, but I feel like they were expecting a lot more back. They
got Wiggins.
They got Wiggins and a pick.
Yeah.
For D'Lo.
After they give him the Supermax or whatever it was.
And of course you didn't want to keep him, but if you were going to trade, I feel like if you told them before the season was over that they were going to lose KD, they were going to lose Iguodala for nothing, and they were going to get D'Angelo Russell, but then get Andrew Wiggins by the end of the season, and have no Steph and no Clay, I feel like they would have said, fuck that, we're keeping Iggy, and we're not doing D'Lo.
I don't know, it's...
Because
I feel like they're kind of embracing being bad just so they can get
the Wolves are fucking super smart for this because they wanted D'Lo, Wiggins, and Cat together before Golden State picked them up. Mm-hmm. So they ended up getting rid of Andrew Wiggins' horrible contract and getting D'Lo for the max without actually having to even sign him.
Yeah,
it was so smart of them.
It'll be interesting.
It sucks watching teams with capable front offices.
Yeah. Agreed.
So I have a new game I came up with, and it's not 100% my idea, but we're going to make it our own. Celebrity Deathmatch, all right? So we're going to just hypothetically talk about which celebrities would win in a fight. Or, we don't have to put ourselves in the box here because there's no rules. We could just say, characters in movies, whatever we really want. But in my head, I was thinking last night, I had two. I was like, who would win in a fight, John Cena or The Rock? And I was like...
John Cena.
You really think so?
Dude, he's so 10 years younger than The Rock.
Let's set the scene here. The Rock is fucking big, though.
So was John Cena.
I don't know, man. John Cena does
the same thing The Rock does.
Butt chugs. And The Rock... you haven't seen the Fast and Furious movie, so...
No.
It really changes your opinion.
Nah.
But let's say football field, no weapons... They just plop them down on the football field. No help from anyone. Who wins?
John Cena.
Who comes out alive?
The Rock is old.
The Rock lifts 6 hours every single day. The Rock, have you seen, in Fast and Furious, this motherfucker is in a jail cell, intimidating the dude on the other side of his jail cell. So he takes a sink, and he breaks it off the wall.
That's a movie.
And then he starts doing bicep curls with the sink he just ripped off the wall.
Movie. The sink is probably weightless.
Okay, you got to see The Rock here, man.
John Cena is younger, just as strong.
My FBI agent's going to be really freaked out when I just typed in Rock body.
I'm not
dude,
doubting
you're telling me John Cena can beat up that dude? There's no
look up John Cena.
Fucking way. There's no fucking way.
I can't really look up a picture of John Cena because you can't see him, but John Cena's small.
Yeah, he's pretty big.
Yeah, he's...
You still can't beat The Rock. I really still don't think this guy beats...
You also looked up John Cena small.
Okay.
Just saying. God, you're gonna get some weird... Yeah.
There's a meme. It's a picture of John Cena naked with a towel over his massively erect penis. I'm sorry, FBI agent. I know you're listening. Our only listener. So you really don't think one uppercut from The Rock to John Cena's chin, and they're both WWE, so they're both they know how to fight, at least fake fight. I feel like The Rock takes the cake, even if it's close. The Rock is ruthless, bro.
John Cena's so much younger, and...
No, he's not. There's no way.
All right, you look up John Cena, I'll look up The Rock.
Oh, I just got his penis again. 42. So much younger.
Okay, well,
so much younger.
The Rock looks bad for his age.
What?
I mean, he looks older than 47 in my opinion.
I think he looks raw as fuck, dude.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying bad shape, but he looks older than he is.
I think John Cena looks in worse shape than The Rock does.
I don't know. It'll definitely be close. I don't know.
Well, agree to disagree. Do you have any other celebrities? First person that pops into your head on 3. All right? 3. First person to pop into your head on 3. 1, 2, 3. Eminem.
Lamar Jackson.
All right, who'd win in a fight, Eminem or Lamar Jackson? Yeah, but Eminem's crazy. I don't know.
He might like bite him or something.
Yeah, he's a serial killer. He might just take out his neck.
Yeah, just like You never know what.
You never know what M's gonna do. I do think Lamar can run away.
Yeah, Lamar would just he'd drop him.
Let's see. While we're waiting, I'll look up a few more celebrities. Logan Paul or KSI. I didn't watch those fights, so I don't know the outcome.
I mean, I'm pretty sure KSI has won every one.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't watch any of his fucking videos.
I don't either. I sometimes will listen to his podcast just because they have like.
Doesn't he have a fucking British accent?
Who?
KSI.
Oh, I don't know. I've never even heard of KSI before the fights.
Ooh, let's do comedians.
Well, I know like 3 of them, so.
All right. Well, you got to know the main ones. Bert Kreischer.
Kreischer.
Bert
Kreischer. That's what
I like Kirshner, but I could be.
I don't think there's an N in it.
No?
I don't think so.
All right. Do you know Louis C.K.?
Yeah, a little chubby guy.
Mm-hmm. Jerks off on people.
Yeah, it looks like a chode.
A ginger chode. Who do you think wins?
Oh no, I'm thinking of Iglesias.
Gabriel Iglesias. Yeah. He's Mexican. Yeah. No, Louis C.K. is the
I don't know what he looks like then.
Oh, damn. All right, Gabriel Iglesias then.
Or
who wins in a fight?
Bert Kreischer.
Yeah.
Bert.
No.
What?
Gabriel Iglesias totally wins that. He sits on you.
Bert Kreischer is kind of crazy.
Nah, I don't think so.
And he's probably in better shape.
They're both in bad shape.
But if we're comparing cookies and cookies, Bert Kreischer is a better cookie. You know what I mean?
He's the better snack.
Yeah. But like, they're both in bad shape, but he's in better of the worst.
Yeah, I guess. I still think Gabriel Iglesias.
He can barely walk.
He gets you in a. Yeah.
He walks like a duck.
Or a penguin.
Yeah, like for real.
I feel like if Gabriel gets his arms around you,
he gets his
arms around you.
His arms
he's
are too
taking
short
punches.
to do that.
He gets his punches, and then he just falls on you. I feel like you don't breathe, and he can just sit there and suffocate you like a pillow.
I think Bert Kreischer is big enough where
I don't think you realize how big Gabriel Iglesias is. This dude is a bowling ball.
Yeah, so all Bert Kreischer has to do is push him and he'll roll.
Yeah, if you get him on his legs, he probably can't get back up.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Kick him while he's down.
I think he lost weight, actually, which is a bummer.
I'd hope so. Yeah, dude, all you have to do is tip him over. It's like a baby.
All right. We did 3. That's probably good enough. So we can move on to our classic segment. Dante hates something everybody likes.
Ooh.
What's another thing you hate that everybody enjoys?
Wow, that's tough.
Things you hate. I feel like you always have them, but you have to see it first. Shots.
Oh yeah, shots. I hate shots. They're disgusting.
Shotgunning.
Yeah, well, I don't. If I was good at it, I wouldn't hate it. But shots, they're disgusting.
Yeah, for the listeners, we did a shotgun race, Dante and I.
We're timed really race. Bad.
Yeah, I wasn't. You
were pretty bad.
27 seconds, which is not good. Do you want to tell them what you got?
I don't even remember.
It was 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well.
It took you 2 minutes. And didn't you like spit it on the ground or something?
No.
I remember Katie told me you like turned it or something.
Oh, because it was all the foam. Like, you know when you're done, like you're drinking, you're like there's nothing else coming.
Yeah, and then you went to prove that.
And then all the foam just came out, and I was like, because like I really thought I was done. But yeah.
Let's do. I'm just gonna look up PC topics. Let's see which one pisses you off. Politically correct.
Oh.
Anything. All right. I just know you're gonna be mad at this. These are banned terms, apparently. Things you can't say anymore. Best man for the job.
Oh.
You can't say that anymore.
Interesting.
You can't call someone a waitress anymore.
What do you call them?
A server. It has
they're different things, I thought.
I was under the impression that they're different, yeah. But I guess everybody's a server now.
And a waitress takes your order.
Yeah, that's what I always thought, but I guess not. A chairman? You just have to call them a chair.
Woman? You have to call them a chair.
It just says chair.
Yes.
You can't still call someone a fireman anymore.
What do you call them, a
Firefighter.
That is,
we can't call the people who created this country our forefathers anymore.
What do we call them?
Ancestors.
Our founding ancestors? But they're literally men.
Yeah, I know.
That's like we're trying to change the gender of Ben Franklin and
Oh, you're going to like this one.
George.
You can't call women a housewife anymore, which is fine.
What about a house husband?
Can't call them that. You know what you have to call them now?
A house spouse?
A consumer.
What? With all their money they're making from sitting at home, they're consumers.
Oh, this one's funny. We can't call ourselves mankind anymore.
What do we...
Yeah, like the human
Species?
race, mankind.
Or just
humanity.
Ah. Mm-hmm. Like cards against them.
You can't say man in the street. You know, I'm talking to I'm the man on the street today.
Oh.
You know, you have to say I'm an average person. That's what it says. It literally what it says.
Oh my god.
You can't call people polio victims anymore.
What?
You have to call them polio survivors.
What the hell? What,
These all I get the principle, but these feel like useless. Like
yes,
this doesn't
okay. You're not a fireman, I get, but if you're an actual man and you're a firefighter, why can't you be a fireman?
Yeah, I don't understand the usefulness of taking these away.
It's people that get too sensitive and people being over. Like it just.
I found something you hate.
What is it? Oh,
sensitive people.
Yeah, yeah, for real.
Or man-made. We have to call it artificial. Oh, you're gonna like this. We can't call it sportsmanship anymore. Sportsmanship.
What do we call it?
Fairness.
They have good fairness in their... That doesn't even make sense.
No, that doesn't.
That's dumb.
Yeah, the rest of those are kind of bad. But...
Yeah,
isn't that fucking stupid?
That is.
That's too stupid.
It's just making it everything, it's making people more...
It seems like it's...
I feel like it's making the problem worse, if anything.
It feels like describing things with extra steps.
Yeah.
You know?
And I feel like it's just creating more problems.
If you're getting offended by someone calling someone a fireman... You shouldn't
be a fireman.
You probably shouldn't be here at all, in my opinion. I don't think I'd ever call a woman who worked in the firehouse a fireman.
No, you're
a firewoman or a firefighter.
Yeah.
And you're all generally firefighters as a group. I feel like, oh my God, it's so...
Yeah, like a woman police officer.
We may sound so ignorant, but it gets dumb. A little ridiculous. Yeah. When every word with man in it, you just can't have it anymore.
Are you... Can
you not say the word woman?
Yeah, what is
that's man in it.
Yeah.
Can I not call you a woman?
You're a female. Man. She's a female.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
but they don't even want it. It has male in it. Fuck.
That's tough.
That sucks. Wow, we are just breaking it down today.
Yeah, that is.
So, we got some other things to get to. I just wanted to talk about something I finished last night. Katie and I finished season 1 of the show You. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, The Stalker.
Yeah, it was fucking good, but I got really uncomfortable.
Yeah,
he makes me super uncomfortable.
I guess that's a good show then.
It is really good. It actually was really good, and we're about to start season 2, but I just wanted to talk about season 1 just a little bit because, it hit a little close to home a few times. Not to say I'm a stalker or a serial killer, but sometimes it makes you feel really bad about doing anything. About being insecure even a little bit, because that's what he is.
Yeah.
You know, he's super insecure. He's nervous that his girlfriend is cheating on him with her therapist, and so he starts following her and checking her phone numbers, and he does all this shit. But, she is also being sneaky. So if my girlfriend was being sneaky, I'd get suspicious. But then the show plays off that he's a bad guy. There's no redeeming this dude. He's bad. He's bad news. But then when he gets jealous about things that we would get jealous about, just being, normal people, normal human beings, I'm like, oh. Or sometimes he'll say things that would be like, I've said that before. Oh, that's not good. That's no good. So it was really good, and it's crazy. I don't... Spoiler, I want to spoil a few things just because I don't think you'll ever watch it.
No.
Yeah. So we'll put a solid spoiler alert here for our 3 listeners. If you don't want to know, don't listen. So he gets caught by his girlfriend in the end, in the last 2 episodes. And like a serial killer. Like everything's working for him. He's not getting caught. And you don't really. So you know how serial killers work, right?
Yeah.
When they kill someone, they take a trophy. You know that?
Yeah, yeah.
And so he has all his trophies, but you don't really see him take his trophies. You just kind of see him, and it's hinted throughout that he hides stuff in the ceiling.
Wait, is he a serial killer?
Yeah, he kills like six.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
he meets the girl he wants, and she has a boyfriend, so he kills her boyfriend. And then when she's single, he starts dating her, and then her friend doesn't like him, so he kills her friend. And he plays it off as suicide, and he plays it off as just a disappearance or gambling debt or whatever it is. He plays it all off and he gets away with it. So he keeps eliminating people in this girl's life so that she only has him. But then he keeps pieces. So he keeps like the teeth of the first guy he kept, or he keeps like I forget what he keeps from the friend, but he keeps pieces of. So he seems like a normal dude throughout the whole show. You know, you're kind of riding the line like, yeah, he killed people and it's bad, but they give him so many human qualities that you're kind of like, you kind of not root for him, but you're like, he's not evil. He's evil. He's evil.
I know what you're saying though.
But they give him enough redeeming qualities, like we were talking about in the like the best bad guys conversation.
Yeah.
Like they give him redeeming qualities, and then she finds his box of trophies, and you're like, oh fuck, and then shit goes down, and then he ends up. He kills his girlfriend through this long thing, and then he frames the therapist from her murder, and he gets away with it at the end of season 1. And I was like, I felt like I genuinely felt like I didn't want to watch it anymore because like this dude's getting away with it, and I really didn't like it. I've never had a show really like make me root. Like even I've watched Dexter, and he's a serial killer too, but I never wanted Dexter to get caught. This guy, I want him to get caught super bad, and he just keeps getting away with it. It's great. It's not as good as Breaking Bad or Dexter or some of those other things, but I was thoroughly impressed with how good it was.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it, but I've also heard very creepy and like
yeah. It was super creepy. There were certain points that were really hard to watch.
I don't know. I just can't watch serious shows like after.
It was fun watching it with Katie.
Yeah.
But it also made me like, he'd say something and we both look at each other and I'd be like, shut up. I know.
So like Breaking Bad.
It was eye-opening.
Like I watched Breaking Bad and like that's a super serious show, and like I find myself like my whole demeanor, like my going around through my everyday day is just like...
Well, yeah, it puts you in a mood.
Yeah, like it makes me feel weird, and I hated that feeling.
Breaking Bad never gave that to me. I just did not want to stop watching Breaking Bad. This one put me in a mood.
Yeah.
This one put me in a mood. Luckily, we watched it at the end of the day, but I'd be laying in bed like thinking about it, and I'd be like, this is not fun. This isn't fun to think about. Mm-hmm. So all in all, great show. I'm excited to watch, and season 3 is coming out in 2021, so... Our levels are super high on this. I'm going to have to lower that in post. But
that or we can move away, maybe?
Yeah, but I feel like more echo comes if we move away. I think we're good. So what do you want to talk about first? The All-Star teams or Fortnite adding split screen?
Oh, I didn't know they did that.
Yeah. Yeah, it hasn't happened yet, but they're going to for duos and squads.
I mean, a good idea in theory, but that's just...
I feel like it's super cool. Like, part of the reason why I didn't like Fortnite was because we had to keep passing the controller in big groups. And when everybody wanted to play, they split off to their own separate rooms in the dorm. True. And nobody actually interacted with each other.
I guess I was, in my head, I was saying they're just going to boost, but like you can't do that.
No, because you're on a duo. Yeah, you can't boost.
I guess that would be kind of cool. It might... Like, if anything, it'll make it not easier, but, like, you can see, like, if you're a partner somewhere, you can see their point of view.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I know not to go that way. So someone's
shooting them from this, and you can... Yeah. Kind of, I think duos will be better.
Yeah,
like pair, not the whole mode, but your duo will actually, like, benefit from it. Yeah.
Actually, that's kind of cool. I like that. I like that.
I think, I'm of the opinion every game should have split screen. I think it's a stupid thing to not have it. It's 2020.
If you want people to play your game.
I think there's a huge market for group activity games, like Jack in the Box. We've been nonstop playing that shit because it's a group activity. Video games are fun on their own, but I think there's also like a whole separate part of the market that video games have just forgotten about.
Mario Kart.
There's it's like couch party games that people have completely forgotten about. Mm-hmm. And regular shooters can also be couch party games.
Yeah.
And so I think that every game should have split screen. And I was furious because, my favorite series is Halo. And they took split screen out in Halo 5. And I was furious. I was so mad. So yeah, I think every game should have it. And it's cool that Fortnite's doing it. I don't think it'll bring me back.
Yeah.
But
I've actually been like wanting to try it again.
Yeah.
But I just
Yeah.
like if I'm gonna play like I just haven't been playing much video games.
Yeah, I haven't either,
like,
man. I have not been touching
week
it.
or two, and so like if I'm gonna play video games, it's like I'm already invested into either Call of Duty or Madden, so I'm just gonna stick with that. Like I'm not gonna.
I hopped back on Madden last night.
Really?
Yeah, I played Shipment 24/7.
You mean Call of Duty? You said Madden.
Oh no, not Madden, not Madden.
Yeah, Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, Shipment 24/7 is awesome.
It is awesome. I had the best game of my life. Like, I hopped in and 3 games in, and Jack and I were playing. I got 60 kills and 20 deaths.
Yeah, I'll either be
I was going fucking nuts.
Yeah, I'll either have like 60 and like 30, or it'll be like 50 and 75.
My favorite one is the Domination. Hardpoint's fun, and Team Deathmatch is okay, but it ends too quickly. I think Domination's the best one because you can kind of, everybody just does this rotating circle of flags. And I really...
See, and I do pretty much hardcore only, so it makes it like it's insane. Like
I don't like
in Shipment it does kind of
Shipment is essentially hardcore as it is.
But I mean it kind of makes you mad. Sometimes you'll spawn and just die. So like that.
I just have a class that's shotgun first. The first shotgun.
Yeah,
and like sometimes when I keep doing that, I'll just spawn in and pull the trigger a bunch, and then just somebody will be in front of me.
Yeah, like sometimes I'll literally spawn into fire, and it sucks because hardcore one shot and you're dead pretty much. So, but. That also only takes 1 or 2 shots to kill other people. It's really good for getting your weapons
ranked up. I played for the first time since before Season 1 came out last night, and I ranked up 8 levels because this weekend is double weapon XP and a double XP for everything.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, I can do this. Yeah. So the All-Star teams came out. Have you looked at them?
I have been told them. I don't remember like who's who, but all I remember is LeBron's team is significantly better.
That's what I have written here. Giannis shit team. Yeah. Giannis's team is all East players.
I heard he picked Joel with the number 2 pick.
Yeah, he did. Joel Embiid's not.
I used to really like him. I just keep disliking him more and more.
What's the squads? I'm trying to look up, sorry.
But honestly, like it's different for All-Star games and like people I'd actually want to start, like have a franchise around. But I think Luka is like one of the best.
Oh my God, and he's one of those guys who'd be sick during the All-Star game.
Yeah, like I think other than Anthony Davis, I think I would have picked him. I probably would have picked him second.
I think honestly. LeBron was smart for picking Anthony Davis first. So here's Team LeBron, the starting 5. Anthony Davis, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Luka Doncic, and LeBron James. That's fucking stacked.
Yeah, it's an all-time team.
That's stacked. And then you got Chris Paul, Damian Lillard.
Chris Paul made the All-Star starters?
He made the reserves.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's bad.
And then Dame, Nikola Jokic, Ben Simmons, Sabonis. I don't know why he's on the team. Jason Tatum and Russell Westbrook. Yeah, that's pretty fucking nuts.
I think I would have gone. Dame's
really good. Yeah. I'm confused why he's not in the MVP conversation more often.
Or why he's just so underrated. Like, in my opinion, like he's one of the best in the game.
His team sucks though. This year, Portland sucks ass. Yeah. They only have 4 more wins than the Bulls.
What is a big man that was injured all year last year?
It's not Vucevic.
Yeah.
No, that's the Orlando Magic.
Yeah.
He's Russian.
Is he back though?
No, his leg. He snapped his leg. Like he completely snapped it. He's gone for. Well, they also lost a lot of pieces, and they got Melo, but they picked up who's the Heat guy who really?
Deion Waiters?
No. The big guy who used to be on the Heat. Hassan Whiteside.
Oh, yeah.
They picked up Hassan Whiteside, and he just isn't good at basketball anymore. He just forgot how to fucking play his position. He just does not try. He does not care. He's on a big-ass contract and stopped giving a fuck about his job. And so he does not. He's now, like, he's their second-string center because he just sucks.
I mean, I could see how that happens. Like, you get a big contract, and, like, there's people that play because they're good, and there's people that play because they love the game.
Yeah,
and if you play because you're good, like, I can see getting a big contract. It's like, well, what's the point of basically putting my body on the line?
See, I don't know, man. I guess
like that's not how I would do it, but like I can see how some people.
Speaking from someone who loves their job, like I love my job. It's really hard to not put 100% into what I'm doing if I really give a shit about it. And I feel like he got here mostly off of talent and not love, if that's the way he's looking at it. And the guys who have both are the guys who end up winning.
Yeah, well, which is crazy because Russ has a lot of both.
Yeah.
But can't win.
He just can't do it. I don't think Russ's style of play will ever get him a win.
Yeah, he wants to do it all by himself. And
speaking of guys who can't catch a fucking break, D Rose. dropped out of the skills challenge.
Why?
I don't know. I would assume injuries. That seems like the fair assumption.
But then that wouldn't be dropped out. It would have been...
It said dropped out, so he might have just dropped out.
Yeah.
Did you see they're remastering his first shoe, though?
No, I didn't.
For All-Star Weekend, they're selling them at the United Center.
Out. That was awesome.
They're remastering them at the United Center for... because I think he's just going to be there with his family to watch and participate or whatever.
With PJ?
I read a thing today. Zach LaVine said to Casey Johnson that if he made the team, he was going to do the 3-point and the dunk contest and try and do all three. And that's never been done before. And so I think he's just saying that to make people
feel
be
bad.
like, oh, man, we should have gotten him in there.
Which,
I still maintain he should have fucking been in there. There's a lot of people you can replace him with.
Yeah.
It sucks, too, because Giannis's team, this team feels like East versus West. Why do a draft if Giannis's team is going to be Giannis, Joel, Pascal, Kemba, and Trey? Those are all East guards. And then LeBron is Anthony Davis, James Harden, Kawhi, Luka, and LeBron.
Yeah.
That's all West. That's East versus West. Why even do the draft?
Well, I think it should be East versus West, in my opinion, at least.
I like the draft, though, because it gets people...
It's fun.
When they do it right, it gets players who can never... Like Steph Curry and Giannis last year.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
When you can get players who never get to be on the same team and never will be potentially on the same team. But now it's just East versus West. Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, Donovan Mitchell. He's West. So is Rudy. And so is Brandon
I also
Ingram.
still think that it should be East versus West, and the winner gets home court advantage.
Yeah, I think
that would be...
I think this year
that
the winning...
solve a lot of problems.
I think the winning team, each player gets a big sum of cash to give to a...
donate or charity.
So it's not like a team charity. Every player gets
which is cool in my opinion.
And I think the winning team gets a bonus. Like it's in each of their contracts.
Well, I think you get one for even getting in the All-Star game in general.
It is what it is. Giannis, you picked like a dumbass. You heard it here first.
And watch him win.
They might win. They might win just because
Giannis
Giannis, and you know Giannis is going to play hard.
Yeah.
You never know. Kawhi might not even play. He'll just take the shit off. So you never know. So here's a couple things that I'd like to just comic book movie dude in me. It's some big news that happened. There's like 3 things I'd just like to inform you about.
Okay.
Things you won't give a shit about. Try and keep up, ask questions if you have to. Have you ever heard of the Saw movies?
Yeah.
The little jigsaw guy on the little thing and he builds all the crazy traps. There's a new Saw movie coming out called Spiral. It's like this spin-off, and Chris Rock is the main character.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't see him doing anything other than like funny.
Yeah, he's like a really intense police officer.
Interesting.
I mean, you don't have to watch the trailer if you don't want to. I guess I won't show you. But he's like this super intense cop walking in on all these bloody, gruesome scenes, and Samuel L. Jackson's in it too. So in the first Saw movie, you've never seen it,
no,
right? So the main characters are handcuffed to a pole in this like dungeon. There's 2 guys on each side handcuffed, and they each have a buzzsaw. And the only way to get the key to open the door to get out, which is in the center, is to cut their hands off. Like they can't cut through the bars,
metal.
They can't cut through metal. And so I forget. It's such an old movie. I don't remember. They end up doing it, but then he like traps him in there anyways because it's a horror movie.
Yeah.
But at the end of the trailer, Chris Rock is handcuffed in that same room with a buzzsaw. So I was like, oh, that's, as a Saw fan, that's pretty cool. I'm excited. It could just be awful, though. It's one of those things where you see it and you're like, yeah, this could be really good. They're probably going to fuck it up.
Yeah.
I guess Chris Rock is producing and he wrote it and he's starring in it.
He's doing the Jordan Peele, going to comedy to now horror.
Hey, I think there's a lot of correlation.
Too.
I think there's a lot of correlation between comedy and horror because a lot of it has to do with timing, a lot of it has to do with getting a reaction, and a lot of it has to do with setup. So the same way you set up a joke is the same way a horror movie sets up a scare.
Yeah.
And then the timing of a jump scare, if you do it too early, it doesn't scare you. If you do it too late, you're already like moved on. You know, in the same way with a punchline and a joke. I think there's a lot of like cross paths, but that's why I think these comedians are good at horror.
That's true. I never thought of it like that.
And then, did you ever watch those old Spider-Man movies from like the early 2000s?
Oh,
Tobey Maguire?
One of them.
So those are directed by another horror movie director, Sam Raimi. He directed the Evil Dead franchise, which is one of my favorite franchises. Doctor Strange is in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He might be directing the next Doctor Strange movie, which is fucking great. That's awesome.
I thought people didn't like Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man.
No, they like the first 2. The third one is butthole. The third one sucks ass. But it wouldn't be like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. It'd just be the guy who made those movies is making the Doctor Strange movie.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be like a horror movie, and that's where he got his start, was horror movies. So it could be really good. Like, he could put... A lot of these Marvel movies kind of feel the same. Yeah. Outside of Endgame and Infinity War, in my opinion, a lot of these things feel like they're the same
like
movie.
Someone like me watching them with you guys, and I don't know anything that's going on.
They all do... They blend together, yeah. And I think that's part of the company line that they draw, is these all have to feel like they're in the same universe, but Sam Raimi might be the guy to make, like, the super original movie. That could be really cool. Speaking of comic books, do you know who Spider-Man is?
No, who's that?
Spider-Man? He is getting a third movie. And there's a character in the comic books called Kraven the Hunter. And there's a comic book run called Kraven's Last Hunt. And am I boring you? I'll move on.
No.
He just yawned in my face.
I didn't get much sleep last night.
It's super hot. Oh, yeah. How was poker?
It was good.
Yeah, you had fun? Who was all there?
Well, me, Southey, Gavin, Dave, Adam, Brennan, and James.
Cool.
Yeah. So
did you guys get really drunk, or was it just like a poker?
I mean,
did you take poker seriously?
Yeah. We're all talking and stuff, but like,
did you bet money?
Oh yeah, we did $5 buy-in.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you make any? Who won?
The big winner was, I think Adam.
Really?
Then James, and then Gavin.
Oh, Gavin snuck away with a win somehow.
He had to rebuy himself in though. Yeah. But
I'm not surprised.
But
anyways, I'll just finish up real quickly just because I think it's big news. There's the comic book run, Kraven's Last Hunt, where Kraven the Hunter kills Spider-Man and becomes Spider-Man. So he kills him, and he literally just straight up dies.
It's like Santa Claus, basically.
Yeah, like the Santa Claus. Fuck that movie. Fuck that movie. It's a movie of identity theft, murder, and child abandonment. I hate that movie.
So that's basically what this...
Well, yeah, so if Kraven the Hunter is in this new Spider-Man movie, that could mean that this version of Spider-Man dies, and he gets... the black suit is something that he gets in this comic book run. He could get the black suit, which could tie into Venom. So it's this whole thing that, like, I think it might be... That might get me back in.
Nowhere.
Huh?
And then Tim Allen jumps out of nowhere.
In a Santa Claus outfit. It could be really good. It could be really shitty. We will find out. So we can do this really quick. I like gross would you rathers.
Gross would you rathers.
Yeah, things that are really hard decisions. And I think we should just go. Here's 17 disgusting questions that are impossible to answer. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sure?
As ready as I'm going to be.
Would you rather drink a pint of your enemy's pee while they look you in the eye?
What's sterile, so?
Or eat a bowl of your own shit while everyone you've ever dated watches?
Sterile piss.
So you'd rather drink piss looking someone in the eye than eat shit?
Yeah.
That one's pretty easy, actually. I'd do that one, too. Yep, that's 88% said that. All right. Would you rather every time you shit, shards of glass come out and make your asshole bleed? Or every time you pee, you have to wipe with shards of glass?
I don't have to wipe when I piss.
Well, you do in this scenario.
Wipe what?
You're the tip of your dick with shards of glass.
Okay, easy. Shit.
You'd rather shit glass?
Yeah. I piss significantly more, and you'd kind of just get used to it.
I feel like I piss and shit at the same rate.
Really?
I think it's twice a day.
For both?
Yeah.
What? I pee at least 6 times.
Why? That's funny. So you'd rather shit glass?
Yeah.
So your asshole's constantly bleeding. But you are in the minority there, sir.
Really?
37% of people said what you said.
So you'd rather have a bloody urethra?
Yeah. Most people said they'd rather have a bloody urethra.
I think it would hurt more to burn out of your urethra than your anus.
Yeah. You might be right. I think I would lean on the same side as you.
I guess I don't think I feel like sharp part of glass to wipe.
I really think the question boils down to what do you care about more, your asshole or your penis?
Yeah, my dick.
Yeah, same. So here's another one. Would you rather have a vagina on your forehead or penises going up and down your back like a stegosaurus?
My back. You can hide that.
just this 2-inch bump coming out of your shirt at all times. Bro, I think there's something. Oh my God!
Well, yeah, okay. That's, but
a vagina on your forehead,
yeah.
you can't. You can put a hat on, and it probably feels really good.
Well, on your forehead, what difference would a hat make? A beanie?
No. You can just pull a flat. I mean, a beanie works too, but you could pull a flat-brimmed hat down to your eyes.
A professional setting, or
is it? I'd like to know if it's vertical or if it's a horizontal.
In my head,
vagina.
I pictured vertical, but
I think.
It would fit better
I mean, a vagina is horizontal.
Yeah.
For the most part.
I guess
I've never seen one. So, yeah, I think Stegosaurus penises. Yep. And we are 69% in the majority there.
LOL.
Would you rather slice your eye in half with a razor blade or swallow 10 needles?
Swallow 10 needles.
You have such... You don't even think.
Oh, because I know. Think about it. Just imagine a needle going in your eyeball. It's one of the worst feelings. I think about it often. Like, just because...
yeah, but you still have one eye. You only get one throat.
Yes, but you can...
And it goes into your stomach, and then you have to poop it out. There's a whole chain reaction to this whole needles predicament that you could just get it over with one eye.
Nope.
Wear an eye patch, and you're good.
Nope.
I think I have to go with the eye one on this one.
No, I'm the needles.
All right, we'll see. You were 77%.
Right.
With the needles, yeah. Everybody was on your side, not on my side.
Idiot. Just kidding.
Would you rather eat an entire pie filled with diarrhea from a baby?
Yeah, that's gross.
Or eat powdered sugar mixed with dandruff shavings? That one sucks.
Yeah,
powdered sugar. Fuck, 97%. The 3% that pick the other. 3% pick poop pie.
That's baby poop pie.
Would you rather have to dive into a pool of snot once a day or always have to shower in your own pee?
Easy, snot once a day.
Yeah, agreed. Because you can just do that at the end of the day and then go shower in a clean shower. Yeah, and that's, majority again. Would you rather pee dry sand for the rest of your life or poo a hard, big brick every year on your birthday?
The brick.
What? So quick. It's so quick.
I don't know, actually. Does it hurt when it comes out the piss?
It's dry sand.
So, yes.
Yeah.
So the brick once a year.
Brick once a year. I think the once a year thing is just,
And I should
January 1st, man. Let's get this shit over with. Oh, man, but a brick out your butt. I've shit bricks before, to be honest with you. Majority there. See, I already know your answer on this one. Would you rather cut your eyes out with a knife covered in bleach or pour acid on your teeth every night for a week?
Yeah, the teeth.
Yeah.
And what difference does a knife being covered in bleach have to, what is that?
Like it stings any more than a regular knife.
Yes, I'm cutting a knife with my eye with a knife and I'm worried about the bleach.
Yep, 91% said acid on teeth. We'll just do 2 more. We'll go up to 10. Would you rather eat someone's ass right after they had diarrhea? Or eat your mom's used tampon?
Yeah, diarrhea.
I can't get over how quickly you're at the draw here. You're just...
Hey, you gotta go with your gut.
Yeah, you're in the majority here. Your gut is what the people... You're on the pulse of the people here.
Quick on my feet.
Would you rather drink a full glass of expired chunky milk?
Ooh, that's tough.
Or eat an entire bowl of moldy strawberries?
Well, can you get sick from any of these things?
Yes, potentially. Both of these can make you sick.
Well,
your stomach's going to hurt after both.
I think that it would be more dangerous to eat the moldy strawberries.
I hope the mic didn't just pick that up.
Oh, he's right.
I tried to save it, and it just went longer.
But I think you'd get sicker from the moldy strawberries than you would from the milk.
No. I mean, they're both mold, essentially.
Well, I'd rather eat the strawberries, but if I'm going sick-wise, I'd pick the milk.
I think I'd pick strawberries just because there's some sort of taste in there to get you through. Whereas
the milk, chunky milk.
I've drank expired milk on accident.
I will literally throw up.
Yeah, I think I'd throw up on both, but I think strawberries is the winner. Yeah, majority there. Well, that was fun. We'll have to do that again. Yeah. That was funny.
We should do that for like a drinking game.
Yeah.
Loser drinks.
So here's another question. I have 2 more questions for you, and then we'll do the Super Bowl bet, and we'll hop out of here. All right?
About that.
Or maybe we'll just do one. The second one I wrote last night, and I don't think it's as fun. If you could only bring 3 things on a desert island for the rest of your life, what would they be?
A cell phone?
Okay. In this theoretical situation, you have no service. And no charger.
Oh, no charger. Okay. It's
a desert island.
Do I have, like, food?
No.
So then I would bring food?
You can only carry it on your person. No backpacks.
So at this point, I'd rather just die than live.
You can't. You're going to be there for the foreseeable future until someone saves you. All right, granted, there isn't, like, pre-made food, but there's coconuts and plants. Whatever, it's survivalist. So there's food on there, you just have to find it for yourself.
Okay, I'd probably bring a bunch of cans of non-perishable items, like SpaghettiOs and raviolis.
Okay. Don't you have to cook those?
But all you need is a bowl, or, like, fire to heat it up.
I guess you can make fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd probably bring a
Let
water purifier.
me preface this. The intention of this was supposed to be like entertainment-wise, not survivalist-wise. So what pieces of media would you bring with you? Like if you were on this desert island, there's a TV there. What are your 3 movies? And these are all you can watch until you get saved.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Okay.
Good Will Hunting.
Okay.
And The Sandlot.
So you wouldn't put a book in there?
No.
I think I'd put a book in there. I think I'd toss a book in there just to, once I run out of the 2-hour movie, if I bring 1,000, 2,000-page book.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I'd bring the encyclopedia.
Oh my God.
You can never have too much knowledge.
Do you know how boring that is? You're already bored, and you're going to bring an encyclopedia.
Well, you don't have to read the boring
whole point of the exercise is to see.
You can pick what you want to read.
What would you bring to entertain yourself? And you think you'd be more entertained with an encyclopedia than just sitting on the beach?
Well, I mean, it depends how long it takes. So like 3 items.
I would use that encyclopedia to make fire if I brought one. There's no way
I'd read the
be
pages of stuff
shit.
I don't care about.
I'd be like Apple, ants.
Do you know what an encyclopedia? That's a dictionary.
Oh, what's the difference?
An encyclopedia like tells you all the information.
Am I a real idiot? Am I supposed to know this?
Yeah. Let me find the real definition.
I mean, so we're not both idiots. Let me look it up.
Yeah. Encyclopedia definition is a book or set of books giving information on many subjects. So, like, say you wanted to learn about ancient Greece, you'd look in the encyclopedia.
How much information is on ancient Greece, though? Is it just a paragraph? Because that feels like just a bigger dictionary.
Well, no, you can look up, like, sports record or, like, history of baseball, stuff like that.
That's not as outlandish.
Yeah, not a dictionary.
That's not as outlandish, but it still seems pretty boring.
What kind of book would you bring?
I'd probably bring a big nonfiction book. Like, I'm currently trying to read It by Stephen King. It's like 1,500 pages. It's a fat fucker.
So you just freak yourself out on this island by yourself?
I don't get freaked out, really.
Okay, well.
I'm not like, scary movies have never really been an issue for me. Scary books have never been an issue for me. It's a fat book. It's an entertaining book. It would probably pass the time. If I put an hour to it a day, that's an hour killed. And then it would last me for like 2 or 3 weeks.
You can bring a Playboy.
It gets sticky.
You don't have to
I guess not. I have a whole island to myself here.
I'd bring a.
You only get 3.
All right.
This is your pool of options.
I'd have to think about a media device that I can listen to music.
Yeah, there's no chargers though.
Okay, so like okay, I'll bring a portable charger as one of my items, and then I'd bring a cell phone. And
what's charging your portable charger?
Well, it's like okay. Fair.
You can get one of those.
Yeah, a crank charger.
A crank charger. So you're bringing a crank charger.
A cell phone.
Okay.
That has plenty of games and music downloaded.
There's just no. So it'd be your phone as is with no service.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's 2.
Yeah, you get one where you could pick a movie, a book, anything of entertainment that you think.
Well, see, on my phone, I could have all kinds of entertainment downloaded.
Yeah, well, that's a sub. That's still. I still think your phone fits as one.
Yeah, so like I can put movies and stuff on my phone.
No, it's as is. How many movies do you have on your phone right now?
None.
Yeah, well then,
Okay. Well, you can't really watch it, but how are you going to watch a movie with no electricity?
No, there's a TV. There's a working TV. It's solar powered.
Oh, okay.
That's it. There's a working TV with a DVD player, and that's it.
Bring a Roku stick.
No, no, you can't. There's no internet.
This is tough. I don't know. Then I guess I'd probably an encyclopedia.
The intention is what movie can you watch repeatedly until you get saved that would never get boring? You know, like what movie for you is one that you can watch 2 or 3 times a day to kill time and still be like, I'd want to watch Ferris Bueller again, even though you're only on an island with Ferris Bueller. That's the intention.
I think either Ferris Bueller or Good Will Hunting I can watch. I've watched Ferris Bueller probably 100 times.
Yeah.
And I can watch it 100 more. So
that's your final 3. A crank charger for your phone, and then Ferris Bueller.
Yep. Or Good Will Hunting will.
Okay. That's a pretty pragmatic list there. You thought ahead. I'm going to stick to Avengers Endgame is one. I've already watched it probably 10 times. I own it on DVD. I fucking love that movie. I could watch it right now and be fine. I could watch it for the rest of the night and be fine. So yeah, Avengers Endgame. Interstellar. I think
Never seen that one.
It's fantastic. It's Katie's favorite movie. She gave me so much shit about it too. She's like, I don't want to see this. I'm like, please. I was watching the whole build up and I was so excited for the release. And she's like, I don't want to see it. And I forced her, and then she goes, that was amazing. And she was like crying, and she was like, that is her favorite movie of all time now. And then if I'm sticking, and then I'll probably bring a really fat Stephen King book. Yeah. So those are mine to pass the time until we get saved.
Fair enough.
Super Bowl bet. I lost. I bet on the 49ers. And so now I have to tell a super embarrassing story.
Boo-hoo, so sad.
I really don't want people knowing this, so we'll find out. How many people actually listen? I've told you guys this before, but this is the horny goat weed story. And I want to preface this by saying I did this all as a joke. I don't actually need the things that came up in this. I thought this would be a fun pizza box thing. I just want it put out there. My penis works fine. So I had this bright idea looking for condoms. It's like a spur of the moment. I do a lot of spur of the moment purchases. And so I was like, fuck it, let's get boner pills. Like I was like, I'm just going to grab some boner pills. I'm here, I might as well. So I'm looking at the boner pills, and there's a ton. There's a huge amount of options, and they have the craziest names.
Rhino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm in Walmart, and I just have condoms and boner pills. And so I found horny goat weed, and it had a picture of a goat with a boner on it. I was like, this is perfect. It was stupid in hindsight, but at the time I was like, I can't wait to put this on a pizza box thing. And so this was last semester, like a year ago. And so I go to the self-checkout because I don't want anybody seeing me having this. And I swipe the condoms, and then I swipe, and it gives me this beep, 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 beep.
Oh, you knew that.
And I'm like, fuck. And so I call the guy over, and he's like, what do you need? I was like, I tried to buy condoms, and the machine isn't working. Can I just rescan them? And he's like, what's this? Because it has like this big red star next to it. And I'm like, what do you mean? And it says horny goat weed. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I was just trying to buy it as a joke. He's like, I swear to God. He goes, sure. And I'm like, dude, okay. Can you just do your thing? And he goes, well, are you 21? I'm like, fuck. And so then I open up my wallet, and my fake's on the bottom and my real's on top. And so I'm like, so I gave him my ID, and he's like, bro, you're not 21. And I'm just like, I know. I know. And he's like, why do you're not even 21. Why do you need boner pills? I'm like, dude, just let me go. Just don't give me the whole rundown. And he stood there, like, making a scene. Like, people are watching me. And he's not talking quietly at all. He's not being quiet.
Is it like a college kid? Or?
Yeah, it's a college kid having fun with me. It was bullshit. And I'm like, do you want me to just go put it back? Like, I'll just fuck off. I'll just go put it back. He's like, no. I got it for you. So he grabs it, and then I scan the condoms again, and I'm like walking out, and I look back, and he's like talking, and I see him and the other guy, like the guy who stands in front of self-checkout, pointing at me. I'm like, oh no. And then I got so embarrassed. I got so embarrassed. And then I'm like in my head, I'm like, why did I even scan it? Why did I even scan it? Just throw it in the bag. It's self-checkout. Just get something big, put it on the bottom, and scan it. Or like, you know.
So steal?
Yeah, just steal them.
That's a felony.
And then I also thought, he's a college kid. Why didn't I just give him my fake ID? But in the moment, I was so flustered, and I was so embarrassed. And he totally caught me, and he totally ripped into me. And he wasn't, like, there was moms around.
Yeah, that's tough.
Oh my God, you don't know the embarrassment that comes. I almost started crying in my car because I was like, oh my fucking God.
Tough.
It was, and because he said boner pills so many times. He said it so many times. And then, you know, a couple weeks go by and I go back to Walmart and I'm with Katie. And this is just
same guy.
Yeah, we go through self-checkout and it's the same guy. And we lock eyes. And you can tell when someone recognizes you. And we lock eyes, and he just, and at the worst part is I'm with Katie, so he's like, all right, well, now I get why you needed him. I'm like, fuck, man. And he just would not stop looking at me as I'm checking out Katie.
Funny.
And Katie didn't know, and I told her afterwards, and she was like, oh my God, wait, really? It still gives me like goosebumps now. I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot.
Well, that's funny.
It was all as a joke. But
you raped him.
Nah, good.
Pretty much us, but yeah.
Yeah. That's the horny goat weed story. It's on the internet now. My parents are gonna hear this. Great. Well, that's what you got when you lose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
I think that's the end of our podcast. Thanks for listening.
And have a good week.
We'll catch you next week. Go fuck yourselves.
Bye.